Are there basic skills that they apply that help them survive being lost at sea? I wanted to find out, so here I am. Literally drifting away in the shark-infested Sea of Cortez in Mexico. Not exactly sure how I'll get out of this mess, but I do know exactly how I got into it. Earlier that morning in Hermosillo, Mexico, I boarded a chopper for a 45-minute flight over the desert to the village of Punta Chueca. It's here I meet up with Dan Baird, head instructor from the California Survival School. You think, how hard could it be to jump off a helicopter? Notice that perfectly good chopper is now missing its doors. Why would anyone in their right mind jump out of a helicopter in the middle of nowhere with nothing but the clothes on their backs and the shoes on their feet? Well, the plan is for Dan to teach me how to survive being lost at sea.
I'm way too terrified to have any line of work.
As the chopper reaches the drop location, the Devil's Mouth, Dan and I take our positions, and on a perfectly synchronized count of 3, but it's a plunge into 70-degree water. As the rush subsides and I acclimate to the temperature, reality sets in. Now what?
If our shoes are impeding our swimming, we'll want to relax and get them off.
The first thing Dan tells me to do is take off my shoes and tie them around my neck. Shoes are not conducive to treading water, and we may be here for a while.
So the first thing we need to do is maintain our breathing, get it slowed down, slow down our heart rate, and then figure out how to maintain a float.
And we do that by...
I just took my pants off. Didn't think I'd do this on TV ever. Tie off the legs. It's real tight, just to make sure we don't waste airspace by tying them too far up the pant leg.
It's a skill that actually takes some practice. By filling the legs with air, I've actually turned my pants into a life preserver. As for avoiding sharks, as experts told us last year in the Bahamas, don't thrash around. You look like food. And if you're with another person, link arms back to back to fight them off with your leg.
If you don't see land, what do you do? If you don't see land, you just have to stay calm and conserve your energy.
Dan says your number one enemy is panic.
If I didn't have a float like a set of pants, another option would be our dead man's float. We fill our lungs with air. Put yourself face down and just let yourself float until you feel like you need to take another breath.
A plunge from the air I will soon forget. All to help you survive the unthinkable. Okay, the key to survive is to give yourself little tasks. Focus on keeping afloat. Maybe use your watch to try to reflect sunlight if you see a boat nearby. And honestly, if you can't see land, don't try to swim. It'll sap you of vital energy. And above all, what I learned, keep your pants on.
Please do.
Always. Good advice. It is remarkable how good a pair of pants can be as a flotation device. And if the weather starts to get bad, maybe that's a good time to put your pants on.
Of course, if you really want to survive, don't jump out of a helicopter.
Yes. Sage advice from George.
That was George's takeaway.
Brilliant.
Thanks, Matt.